Hey, this is Andy Brown, Head Instructor at the Climer School of Real Estate, and I'm sitting here with one of my past STAR students,
Thank you.
State Representative Mike Miller, representative of the 47th District here in Central Florida, and his district runs from Winter Park all the way to the airport, all the way to the east side of Orlando. So Mike, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Andy.
So let me see, you are happy now in real estate, rocking and rolling.
It's been a great experience so far. Yeah.
Re-election's coming up.
Yep.
How's everything going to start with?
Well, I got to say, I really appreciate the fact that you taught me how to pass that exam, because that wasn't an easy ride. But once I got my exam, I went ahead and started working with NAI Real Vest here in town in Maitland.
Excellent company.
Yep,
Excellent company.
Really appreciate Pat Mahoney and the group over there, and they've taught me a lot about just the beginnings. I had to start somewhere, and I chose to go commercial, as we talked about in the class. Which way you want to start.
I remember that.
And it's been a great conversation for me, and I really enjoy it.
Eye-opening, isn't it? How little you actually learn in the classroom that prepares you for the real-life career. You really are starting from square one.
Oh, there's no question. I think the piece that I had to figure out the most was the valuation of the land. And in my case, I had opportunity to start with some raw land. And then how do you value that? And where do you put that in the scale of, the adjacent land? And we just had such a great conversation, especially because most land in Florida now has something going on. It either has a endangered species, or it has an invasive this and that, or it has wetlands. And so I had to learn so many pieces of the puzzle that weren't necessarily on the state exam, but I knew because you warned me that they were coming.
Yeah. So anyways, you have the re-election coming up. I know you to be a great person.
Thank you.
You got my full support.
Thank you.
Has your experiences as state representative dovetailed at all with your experience out there in the real estate community, especially with commercial? What's going on?
Well, the one piece that doesn't necessarily dovetail with commercial, but has been very important to me since I was a little kid. I grew up in Washington, D.C., and I used to see homeless people a lot in Washington. People come there because they think the government's going to solve their issues. Well, that's true here in Florida, because people come here for the weather, and they think they're going to be able to get a job that's going to, lead to something, and sometimes it doesn't. So I since I've been in the State House, I have been really passionate about trying to help those folks that can't find a place to live, an affordable place to live. A lot of them have other issues, mental illness and whatnot. But I'm
so glad to hear that.
Yeah, and I think in my particular case, I've been able to work on some legislation in the first term of my House session, and I was able to talk about how we can afford to help build affordable housing that can get either the chronic homeless, or in my particular case, I really cared a lot about family homelessness.
I'm so happy you said that. I love that.
It's been a big part of my legislative career.
Mike, first of all, I know you're busy, or you wouldn't be where you are. So I want to thank you for stopping in.
I came to say thank you, too, for what you did for me.
You are welcome. I want to thank you for what you're doing. If there's anything that we can do, me, Pam, Climer School, with your fight towards homelessness, if you would let us know,
you
have our support.
Will. Thank you.
And hopefully, maybe you'll stop by again for a couple more interviews.
I will. Thanks,
all right.
guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.